Hey y'all, Kate Kennedy here, design team member for the Sweet Stamp Shop, and today I'm going to bring you a really fun card using a new release stamp set. This one here, and one from last month, which is called Elephant Hearts. So to get started, what I did is I took a card front and I adhered a stencil over it, or just taped a stencil over it, and I'm going to take some gesso. And you can use any kind of stencil for this. I just use these small hearts. You just want to create a kind of glittery background. So whichever stencil you like, you can cut one out of your Cameo or use some punches or anything like that. So I'm just applying a very thin layer of gesso, and I'm making sure that it's nice and smooth because we're going to put glitter over this. And I just tested this technique to see if it would work, and it actually works really well. Better than embossing paste, I think. So I'm just cleaning off my stencil really quickly because you don't want to leave that gesso on there, else it'll make a big gunky mess. So this is going to add a nice layer of dimension to the background of our card without being too much that you can't just send it regular mail. So now I'm going to take 3 different colors of Martha Stewart glitter and just sprinkle it on top. And now you want to be semi-liberal with this glitter, but you don't want to use too much because you're not going to be able to put it back in the container because they're going to mix colors. So what I did is I just put it inside a new container and have like a rainbow mix of glitter. So it's so much comes in those containers. It's really not that big of a problem to sacrifice a little bit for the sake of a pretty card. So here's kind of the supplies that you're going to need. I used some Copic Express It paper, some vellum, and then just a regular card front. So I'm going to stamp this elephant from the Elephant Heart set, the hat, and the wand from the Princess Wish stamp set. So first I'm stamping the little elephant, and I'm using the Memento Tuxedo black ink because I'm going to be coloring with Copic markers. And huge disclaimer here, I am not, I don't even think that you could call me an experienced Copic colorer because I just don't do it that too terribly often. I love the way that it looks, but I get really frustrated because I'm not very good at it. So I keep it very simple. I use 2, sometimes 3 colors, and I just try to make it look nice, and I don't worry about it being perfect because I'm just not that good at it. So I'm taking a piece of vellum, and I'm using an embossing powder tool to make sure that no embossing powder sticks, and I'm stamping the sentiment "just add glitter," and then I'm going to go ahead and heat set that with some gold embossing powder. And all the while our card base is drying, because you want to let it dry naturally and not use a heat tool on it, or else that gesso might bubble. And now I think I'm getting my Copic colors ready to color. So again, y'all, I'm not very good at this, I just want to tell you. So I'm just setting the little lid of the Copic there on the left hand side. I've seen the professionals do that so that you can see what colors I'm using. And I just try to, I guess if I had to explain how I do this, I just kind of put a bunch of the lightest color down and then come in with the second color, and then go back with the lightest, I think, and then put a little bit of the dark. I'm just not very good at it. It takes me a long time and a lot of blending to get an image to look the way that I want it to look, and then even then sometimes it doesn't. So if you have any tips on Copic coloring, I would greatly appreciate them. That would be awesome. And once I've colored all these images, I'm just going to hand cut them out, leaving a little bit of a white border. I find that that's a lot easier, especially when you're dealing with those like tiny little stars on that wand. And it looks super cute when you have a bit of the border around the edge. So I'm just using these 2 colors of pink to color in the little princess hat there for our little elephant friend to wear. And as you can see here, all I did was pop those little images up on some foam dots, and I stitched down that vellum border, and that finishes the card for today. So thanks guys so much for watching, and make sure to check out the Sweet Stamp Shop. I'll see y'all real soon.